Katrina here, and I'm just continuing on my little chat with you about leading through uncertainty. And today I want to talk to you about the third pillar, which is communication. So over the last few weeks, I've been sharing with you the 5 key pillars to leading through uncertainty, and we have already covered calm. Last time I spoke about courage, and today I really want to focus on communication, because it's so important at this time that you communicate with your team throughout the whole phase. And I want to say communicate, communicate, communicate. You cannot do it too much. Do not leave your team hanging and wondering what it is you as leader are going to do, or what it is your business is going to do to respond. Don't let them guess the next steps for them and for the business and for their work. People love certainty. So at this time, it's important to provide plans that gives them that sense of certainty and to communicate it with them. And for me, there are 3 steps to the communicating, and they are inform, update, and consult. So let's have a good look now at inform. When informing, I'm talking about sharing with your team the plans that you have, the proposed way forward that you've identified for your business. And it's important to use whatever means you have for this. It could be your team meetings. It could be online meeting platforms, because so much has progressed now that a lot of people are working from home. And so taking advantage of those online platforms is really important at this time. It really is. It could be teleconferencing if you don't have that kind of technology available to you. But most importantly, it is about keeping in touch and informing your people about those plans, pathways, and ways forward. The next one is update. This is important to keep your team in the loop and updated on a continuous basis. And it might feel at the moment like you're getting so much information, so many emails from so many businesses, suppliers, all those sorts of things around you. But you need to cut through that as leader, and you need to make sure that you are keeping your team in the loop and up to date in whatever way that makes it possible for you. Let them know things like how your business is coping. Be transparent at this time and honest, because that does build a great deal of trust. Everyone is working in uncertainty, and everyone's fully aware of the challenges that face all of us. So keep your team informed and up to date about where you are, where your business is at right now. Tell them what measures you have to take and are taking, and tell them why. Keep them up to date with that. Remind them, very important, remind them to reach out to you if they need support, to reach out to anybody, their loved ones, counselling, if they're feeling like they're not coping really well. And let them know where they can go to access that kind of help. Many people are going to be struggling with anxiety and overwhelm. We don't think perfectly at that time. So if you can give your people and update them with that sort of information, the better. And the third one is consult. When decisions have to be made, and there are going to be decisions that you have to make that affects your people, consult with them. That language and doing that is ultra important, particularly in terms of when you're moving through the different layers of your team and their employment status. So moving your team from taking forced time off to leave without pay to being stood down to redundant, at these different levels, you may need to consult with your team. This builds trust. Consulting means people feel like they have an input. They may not have the final say or the decision when you consult, but it lets them know that they're valued. It lets them feel like they have been heard and considered in the decisions that really affect them. It makes all the difference to the experience for your people. It actually also speaks to your ability to be honest and to provide that transparency. And I need to stress that sometimes you must consult and other times you will look to collaborate. These are going to build the legacy of relationship with your people. So the 3R when you're looking to communicate is inform, update, and consult. Do it often, do it regularly, do it with honesty and transparency, and with great deal of concern and care for your people. Now, I'm fully aware that the time has passed for many of you for those key decisions that you had to make about closing your doors, putting people off and all those sorts of things. But still, I urge you as leader to continue to communicate with your people. You can continue to inform them of what may be available to them in terms of government support. You can keep updated with them on how they're going by checking in with them. And you can consult with them by asking them, how can I help you now? Your people need to know that you care about them. Remember, there's going to be an endpoint to all this, and people will remember how you treated them. And I call it the legacy of relationships. How do you want people to remember how you treated them through this whole experience? That's all. Next time, I'm going to be looking at collaboration. Until then, take care of yourself and take care of each other. Bye for now.